feeling rather rambunctious. And she comes over and she introduces us. Hi, you must be Tony. Let me get you a cup of coffee. So I hop up and I go get a cup of coffee and I come back and she is now sitting down, facing him. And I'm behind her and he goes, and I said, can I get you some cream? How about some sugar? So I go over and I get poured cream in her coffee, sugar, and I even stir it. And I lean over to my father and I say, well, Daddy, I see you've got company, so I'm gonna go. And he goes,
I had a gun, I would have shot him.
and as I'm leaving, I hear her going, oh, Melvin, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you talk to me? So anyway, I go ahead. So Daddy calls me and says, I've already paid the Hickman to come and get you. And I am howling on the phone. I am literally in tears. Well, time passes. Me and Daddy still see each other in church. We go to coffee. Time passes. Well, one day, I get a phone call. And I'm going, Rolf Jones, how can I help you, please? And it's some woman. And she's going, you don't know me, do you? Well, first off, I'm going to tell you, your father said I could call. He said I could call. And then she begins this long tirade of how she is a nurse, and if he wanted a glass of water, if he was in the Mojave Desert and wanted a glass of water, I would bring it to him. I would take care of him. I just love him. And she's got me on the phone, I swear, at least 15 minutes. Telling me about the virtues of my father and what a wonderful man he is. And then she says, well, nobody seems, I called the house and he's not answering the phone. Have you talked to him? I said, well, I'm sure Daddy's okay. That's the kind of relationship we have. If ain't nothing wrong, you don't hear from us. She says, well, I really would like to know. I mean, I'm just curious. I go, okay, well, ma'am, I'll tell you what. Next time I talk to him, I will give you a call and let you know that he's fine. I called Daddy, left a message, nothing. A couple days later, I see Daddy talk to him. I said, Daddy, this so-and-so person, I can't remember her name now, she's really wanting to know and concerned about you. And he says over the phone, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you back. The lady calls every day. Have you heard from Mel? Have you talked to Mel? Lady, I'm his son and I don't talk to him as much as you do. Oh, well, if you talk to him.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But I have caller ID. And I just look at the phone, and when I see a name, I don't bother to answer.
But the question is, how did she get my direct line? My cell phone.
You remember when you left the cafeteria? You recall that?
Oh, yeah.
Now, does she want to date you?
Oh, my God. She wants to, no.
Married
She
me.
wants to ferment him, pickle him, put him in a jar, and put him on a shelf so she can have him for all eternity.
Oh.
She called me about 3 days ago. She said, I have changed my life. And I'm trying to avoid getting involved in a conversation with her. I said, oh? She said, I decided I'm not going to do any of the things this year that I was doing last year. I said,
What?
oh?
Is that a kid talking to me?
She said, I just decided that I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. There's some things that I simply cannot do, and I'm just not gonna even try to do them. I said, oh? And all I said was, oh. 45 minutes later, she quit. I know it was 45 minutes because I looked at the thing online. 45 minutes. And I'm sitting at a program I wanted to watch on television. And I'm trying to talk to her and watch the program. And she said something. She said, don't you think so? And but I did. The woman is she, after all of the work talk about reforming, she still has not reformed. She still calls and talks for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Is this the lady? Daddy has a friend who comes to the Catholic Church, participates fully in the service, but she ain't Catholic.
That's Shirley.
That's her. Okay.
Shirley wants to meet me.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let Daddy sweet talk you.
Kind to
She
me.
just comes to be coming.
She knows. What was it she told you? I come to, but you're not Catholic. You're receiving your communion. You're not Catholic. And what did she say? It's all the same God or something. It was something.
She said, well, I used to do that when I was in New York, and I you know, just doctrine says that if you're not Roman Catholic, you really don't take communion. I said, matter of fact, I said you don't even have to kneel when the communion when the host is exposed. I said you're just a person who is attending church. So she goes and asks some friend of hers, and she called me and said, oh, I talked to my friend, and my friend said that it's all right if you take. I said, I don't know what your friend said. I said, was your friend lying and friend misleading you? I said, I was trying to be kind. I said, but you ain't Catholic. You don't take communion. It's just that simple. Oh, well, my friend said, and I used to go to church, and I used to go to Catholic churches with my friend, and I used to do, and I said, I don't care what you used to do or what you did or how you did it or when you did it. But the church says, not Catholic, no communion. The reason is you don't know what you're doing.
You're just taking some unleavened bread is what you're doing. That's it. Well, I personally think that she's stalking you. I think she saw you a long time ago.
But then be kind to me.
And plotted on.
Be kind. Otherwise, you get to meet her. Leave me. But she started taking instructions. She attended RCIA.
Uh-oh. Sounds like wife material.
But it's a little bit too early for her. The class is at 11 o'clock. And she can't make it on 11 o'clock on Sunday.
Because she's too busy tracing you down.
It's too early. She can't. I said, well, come to Mass and listen and see what goes on. I said, after Mass, the RCIA class is held. I said, you go to RCIA. I said, the RCIA class is to teach you about Catholicism and teach you about the ways of the church and the doctrine and all the stuff that goes with it. I said, and it's a lot. I said, the class will last until Easter. I said, at Easter, you'll be somebody will make a cross on your head and say, okay, you're Catholic. But she said, well, I just can't get up that early on Sunday morning. I thought to myself, thank goodness now I can go to Barnes & Noble with no problem.
And no, that's
I got caught up with, what's that woman's name? Ella's friend. She used to call me to get to Daddy. You remember? When Ella died, I met her at the funeral, and she used to call me 2 or 3 times a week. She lived downtown in some apartment building. Can't remember her name.
It must be something about that age range or whatever. But
it was I know who you're talking about. It had a funny thing on her back. Did you ever see her? What is
she drove a Corvette or a Camaro.
She had a hump on her back, Daddy?
What?
You dated a humpback chick?
No. This was no, I didn't date this woman.
She tried.
But I don't remember who that was. She never got to me.
She had money. And she wanted to take you to dinner, and she used to call me all the time. And
I met her.
She drove a sports car, and she used to commute back and forth between here and Macon, I think.
I know who you're talking about because she said to me one day, I'm not after his money.
Yeah, because she had her own money.
Well, I don't. She never got to me.
Yes, she did.
Is she, huh?
She did. I can't remember her name, though.
If she never told me she had money, and an open heart, I would have cured her heartbreak. But I don't.
I can't remember her name.
I remember who it was.
She drove a sports car.
I remember her.
Yeah.
How did you two know her and I never met her?
Okay, not long, okay?
I can't remember any money.
She's an old friend of yours, I believe. From the way past.
With
but
money?
I spoke to her. Yeah, with money. She had good money.
She wore furs.
She had long money, not quick. I hit the lottery money. She had long money.
Old money.
Like her husband.
And neither one of you thought to get her name?
I knew her name. I can't think of who she was now.
Look,
and
Daddy,
now you tell me about it.
The problem is, look. That time, listen, that time I came over to your house.
She's probably still out there.
And there was a woman in your house. As I'm sitting here trying to talk to you, come in a row, you traumatized me. I was done after that. So I ain't got nothing else as far as anything like that. Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, Daddy, I think I'm gonna go now. No, sit down. You want some coffee? No, I don't wanna go.
Well, I was an attractive target.
I got no problem with that. I got no problem at all.
You're talking about the Vietnamese lobbing bombshells at each other. There were a whole lot of women lobbing bombshells.
That's when I thought you was gonna do Miss Ross. I was like, you
Miss
right
Ross
next door.
Miss Ross is too much like a sister to me. I could never.
She wasn't no, well, when she talked to me,
There's no
there
way.
wasn't no familiar ties.
But there's no way in the world I would ever imagine
Yeah, they're going out to dinner.
Miss Ross disrobing in front of me. I'd be embarrassed out
I
of my
could,
mind.
I was hoping for
I'd be
it.
embarrassed out of my mind.
Oh, they're going out tonight. Yeah.
But she and mother was such, she and mother, she and your mother were such close friends.
Yeah, but so was Ella, and you didn't have a problem with that.
Who?
Ella,
Well,
you didn't have a problem
They're
with
going out to
that.
dinner. Your
See that
brother,
double standard thing. That's what-
no.
Peggy,
Ella,
Joe and
Ella
Jenny.
was, Ella was never, Ella, the only time I knew Ella was when she was
And
married to her husband. And our friendship
I'm
developed
sorry, my
with
head's
Ella
in the way.
and
I'm
him.
sorry,
Oh,
my
okay.
big
Ella,
pop
him,
head.
and Eddie. And I never had a problem with her.
You're
I never,
Thanks.
I had
Don't
a,
take it off.
Oh, I never
I had a problem talking to her, asking about a relationship. And one night I went over there and she decided that we're gonna
I'm
have
gonna
a
answer your
relationship.
question.
We
I'm
have
gonna answer all your
Yeah,
questions.
it developed from there. But,
Joyce Tequila. We have.